Hello, what's up, and what's up? Welcome back to yet another Miles Dawkins 24/7 production, and today we're kicking off season number 3. Season number 3, y'all, and I had to change up the schedule just a little bit just because the schedule didn't save after I did that schedule video, which sucked, man. But anyways, let's get to the gameplay. First game is versus Tulane, and we got Spicer on the kick return, and he is a junior now, and he's going to get that thing up past the 20-yard line, and now we're going to find him on the slant route, and Spicer makes his first catch of the season, and we have a new running back. It's David Carter, and look at that spin move right there by David Carter, and he gets this thing into Tulane territory. Now Gage drop back the pass. Gage is going to find Ellaby, and Ellaby, he's going to make the catch, and he's going to pick up a big 1st and 10. Now we go to Spicer, who puts it on the turf, and that's not good. That's not good at all. So we fumble the football, and Tulane, they take over from their own 21-yard line. 3rd and 7, they drop back the pass. They're looking under pressure though, and down he goes in the hands of Butler. Our Big D tackle gets the first sack of the season. So we got David Carter, our starting running back there at punt returner. And usually I don't like to have my stars back there, but he is about to do work as he goes down the sideline, gets inside the 20 to 10-5 touchdown SAU, and we're gonna take an early 7-0 lead. So up by 7 on the ensuing kickoff, Smith of Tulane, he gets this thing up past the 50-yard line into our territory at the 49-yard line. So Tulane is looking to pass, and that pass hits the grass under pressure again, and we force Tulane to go 3 and out. So Gaines looking. Gaines gonna take a shot deep, and Gaines threw this one into triple coverage, and that was not a good decision at all. And that is going to lead to an interception, and Tulane, they're going to take over from the 36-yard line. So it's 3rd and 5 now from the 41. Look at the passes. Tulane, he's going to find his man, that's Smith, and Smith makes a big-time catch, and Smith gets this thing in to SAU territory. Check out the replay. Nice little cross route right there. Able to cut through the defense and pick up a big 1st down. Now Maxwell on the carry goes nowhere. In fact, he just got demolished. That's going to be a fumble scooped up by Butler, and it was also forced by Butler. You can see the replay. Butler coming down the line. He's going to lay the hit, and he's going to force a fumble, and he's going to recover it, and we're going to take over with the freshman Tony Campbell. Welcome to the game, and he is a dual threat quarterback, so you know we have to use him in the option game right there. That option gets us a gain of 9. Then direct snap to David Carter, and Carter up that gut, and Carter, he's going to pick up a big 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 for the 41-yard line. Campbell roll it out. Campbell looking, going to find Ellaby, and Ellaby's going to pick up a solid gain on the play. But that was 4th and 1. Campbell, what you going to do? Campbell, he's going to use his speed to pick up the 1st down. There's a nice little spin move to get some more yards, and you see that we are dominating the run game, 38 yards to nothing. And then look at David Carter reading his blocks. He's going to pick up a big 1st down, and then right back to David Carter. Nice little spin move, and yet again he is doing work, but no, he is hurt. And if you don't remember, David Carter, he transferred from, I believe it was Tulsa, and now he's our starting running back. We still got Henderson, so Henderson, he comes into the ball game, and he's going to do some work, picks up a 1st down, and they're going to drop back the pass with Campbell, but he's under pressure, so he's going to throw this one away, but he was inside the pocket when he did that, so it's going to be intentional grounding, but it really doesn't matter. It was going to be 4th down anyway, so we're going to have to settle for a field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 10-0 is the score, and here comes Tulane, but that pass is going to be intercepted by Taper, and that thing is going back the other way. Nice play right there. Our defense is phenomenal. I love our linebacker core. Our secondary is pretty nice as well, and we probably have a defensive line that can get some pressure on the quarterback. So right here, Tony Campbell, he's going to get this thing upfield. He's going to pick up a 1st down using his legs. I wanted to use both quarterbacks in every single game, but I might go with Campbell from here on out, because right there, he puts that pass on the money, but it's going to be dropped by Johnson. So he can't hang on to it, so we got to settle for yet another field goal. And on the ensuing kickoff, Smith, he has it, and Smith just got popped, and Smith puts it on the turf, and we're going to recover that fumble, and now we have this ball 1st and 10 for the 15-yard line. Campbell, he's going to roll on out. Campbell, he's going to roll on out. He's going to stop. He's going to pop, and he's going to find his man, Ellaby, in the end zone. Touchdown, SAU. We are doing work right now. Tony Campbell, the true freshman, coming in, and he is putting his stamp on this ball game already. So Tulane, with about 58 seconds to go in the first half, going to find Maxwell, the big running back, out of the backfield, makes a catch over Graham. That's not what I want to see. And then again, drop back the pass again, gonna find Smith yet again, and now Tulane, they're like, we're not done just yet. They give us to Maxwell, and Maxwell with running room, he's gonna use his speed to get down the sideline and get into the end zone. What is going on? That was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to be the way that we end the first half, but nonetheless, that's how the first half comes to an end. So the second half is going to start with Tulane with the football, SAU on defense. 2nd and 11, they can try a halfback pass, but Bracer is all over that, blows that thing up in the backfield. And on 3rd and 16, down he goes in the hands of Butler yet again, his 2nd sack of the ball game. You can see my man with the spin move on the offensive lineman. It gets to the quarterback. Now Tony Campbell, he has it. Tony Campbell, he's going to roll out. Tony Campbell, he's going to pick up a first down. Move those chains for SAU. And like I said, I might be rolling with Tony Campbell from here on out. Going to find Henderson out of the backfield. Makes a nice catch and picks up a first down. Now on 2nd, and now we get the ball to Henderson again. He is definitely not as fast as David Carter, but he can still get the job done on the ground. So right there, we're going to find Spicer on the slant route. He's going to pick up a gain of 9. 2nd and inches. Little option play right here. We're going to pitch it to Sanders. He gets it to the end zone. Touchdown SAU, and this ball game is getting out of hand. So it's 27-7. Tulane trying to come back. Nice pass right there, but that's going to be short of the first down marker. So we're going to take right back over. Henderson with a spin move, and Henderson looks like he has enough to move those chains. Now it's going to be 2nd and 1. Looking over the middle, going to find Spicer, and Spicer, he's going to pick up the big first down. So it's 2nd and 10 for the 30-yard line as we start the 4th quarter. We're going to find Campbell on the option, gives the ball to Henderson downfield. He's going to pick up another fresh 1st and 10. So Henderson along the left side, spin move, whoop, gets away from man, breaks a tackle, gets the stick down to the 1-yard line. So first to go for the one, we can give it to the big fullback who bumbles and stumbles his way forward into the end zone. Touchdown SAU, and the route continues. They look at the pass again, but get that thing up out of here. You can't catch, young man. And that's going to wrap up the first game of the season. 34-7 is the final. Tony Campbell played pretty good. He did most of his damage on the ground. As of right now, Gaines might be a better pocket passer, but I think playing Tony Campbell, giving him some experience, I think that is the way to go. So that's what we're going to do from here on out. He is definitely a dual threat. He is definitely somebody who could use his legs to make things happen, and that's what I like, because our offensive line still really isn't the best. So when we get some pressure, I want to be able to have a quarterback that can get outside the pocket, use their legs to do some damage, and that's what I really like about Tony Campbell. You see his passer rating was much better than Gaines. He also had a better completion percentage and stuff like that, and he threw for much more yards. But then again, he did have a lot more attempts. But I'm really pulling for this kid. He was a 4-star quarterback coming out of high school, and I think that we can turn him into a All-American type quarterback. So moving on to game number 2, we are going to be taking on Mississippi. Them Bulldogs. Mississippi State. SEC opponent. What can we do versus the SEC opponent? Can we start the year off 2-0? So David Carter, he's back, and yes, I probably should move him off of kick return and punt return because he is such a good running back, but for the most part, he's going to do it all for us. So right here, Tony Campbell, look at Tony Campbell take a shot deep, and that pass will be dropped by Spicer. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe we got some early game jitters and stuff like that going up against Mississippi State. Lee, he's going to do a little option play himself, takes this thing upfield, and he's going to pick up a gain of about 7. So it's 3rd and 3 for the 25-yard line. Lee looking, Lee throwing, and that pass is outside of the reach of his receiver, and we take back over, give it to David Carter, and David Carter, he's going to do work at that guy. Picks up a gain of 11. 2nd and 7, we get the ball right back to David Carter, spin move, makes a man miss, and picks up a fresh set of downs. Move those chains for SAU. Now we're going to find Spicer on the slant route. Tony Campbell hits it with a nice pass, and that's going to pick up a first down. Now we're going to drop back the pass, and that pass wasn't as pretty, and the 41-yard attempt is up. and the kick is good. So we had to settle for a field goal, but nonetheless, we did pretty well right there, and we have a 3-0 lead. Now Lee, he's going to get the ball to Johnson, and Johnson, he's going to make a man miss, finally gets brought down, but not until he picks up a fresh 1st and 10. Now they're going to do a halfback pass, and that's actually going to work as he finds Rich, and he's going to pick up a 1st down through the air. From the 48-yard line, now toss play, but our speedy linebackers are all over that. If you remember, all of our linebackers are like a 4.6, 4.7. Some of them even run a 4.5. So I'm definitely excited about my young linebacker core. So it's 3rd and 6 now as we take over. Campbell drop back to pass. We're going to find Ellaby, and Ellaby's going to do what? He's going to pick up a big 1st down. Now Campbell on the option play. Look at him use his speed to pick up a 1st down. Takes a big time hit. Maybe we should start sliding with him, but right now he is just our young stallion that we are going to run until the wheels fall off. Picks up another 1st down on the option play, and that's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line. Campbell under pressure, but he's going to let that thing fly. Going to find Spicer, and Spicer makes the catch, and he will move those chains. Now we're going to do a wide receiver screen to Johnson. Look at the spin move, and look at the big fella get into the end zone. He is really a tight end playing receiver. He is so big. He's like 6'4", 250, but he is a flat-out beast out there when it comes to receiving the football. So now we're going to find Durbin, and Durbin, he's going to get upfield, and he's going to pick up a gain of 6. The big fullback makes the catch right there. Then Johnson just got demolished. Look at that hit right there. Lay down, son. Campbell looking. Campbell gonna roll on out. Gonna stop. Pop. We're gonna find our tight end who puts it on the turf. And Mississippi State, the Bulldogs, they recover. McLeod hops on top of that football, and now they're gonna take right back over. So that's definitely a mistake that we want to avoid right there. We had a chance to maybe put this game away at halftime, but then Johnson gets the carry, crosses the 50 into Bulls territory, finally gets chased down by Graham, but not until he picks up a big, and I mean a big, 1st down. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Lee looking. Lee can throw this one to the left side, going to find his fullback Durbin, and he's going to pick up a solid gain of 8. Now to give it to Durbin, up that gut, and look at the fullback bumbling and stumbling his way downfield. He's going to pick up a 1st down. That was 3rd and goal, headed to the end zone. Touchdown Williams. That's going to be caught, and now Mississippi State is only down by 3. So they start the second half with the ball, lead with it, throws the one back across the body. How we don't get the interception, I don't know, but then we get the fumble, so it works out just fine. If you check out the replay, my man tapered him, put the boomstick to him, and then recovered the fumble. Look at that hit. Oh my gosh. That's just beautiful. That's football right there. So we got to get this thing into the end zone. Option play right here. Look at my man Campbell doing his thing. Little option play gets us inside the 5-yard line. Move those chains for the SAU Bulls, and now we have a chance to add to our lead. Gonna go to the end, and we're gonna find Spicer, and the junior makes the catch, and he's gonna pick up a touchdown, and now it's gonna be a 17-7 ball game. So the Bulldogs, they take back over. Toss play to Johnson, and look at Lott. He is our JUCO, our junior college transfer, and he made a big-time tackle right there. But then they just do a power play, and Johnson picks up the 1st down on 3rd down, and then Williams, he's off to the races, and he's going to get that thing into the end zone. His 2nd touch of the ball game, and that was pure speed, and still, that is the biggest difference between our school and another school, and that is just pure speed. This SEC team, Mississippi State, they have all the speed in the world, but we got David Carter, and I ain't talking about iPod King Carter. We just got David Carter, and he's going to pick up a solid gain of 9. Then we're going to pitch it to him. Look at that move. Get off me, son. Lay down. He's still going to fight for extra yards, and he's going to pick up a big 1st down. 2nd and 11 now. Campbell, look at Campbell throwing. Gonna find Spicer, and Spicer makes another big time catch for another big time 1st down. Then Campbell, not the best decision right there. Threw that one really in this congested airspace right there. There's about 4 Mississippi State Bulldogs there. Not the best decision. We're still up by 3, but now it's up for our defense to make a play. And look at my man Price again in there. He gets his 4th tackle of the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line as we take over. We're going to give the ball to Carter. Carter, he's going to fight his way forward, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. We get the ball right back to Carter. Carter, look at the moves. Oh my gosh, double juke right there. Get off me, son. Breaks another tackle. Gets this thing up to the 50-yard line. Move those chains for the Bulls. 2nd and 3 to give us the Carter. Breaks a tackle off to the races and picks up another 1st down. Campbell looking to pass. Campbell getting fired. This one over the middle. Gonna find Spicer. Makes the catch. Holds on to it. And picks up a nice first down. 2nd and 2 from the 9-yard line. And my man Carter running people over. Taking this thing to the crib. Touchdown Bulls. And SAU is going to take a 24-14 lead. So they give the ball to Durbin. And Durbin, he goes nowhere. Now it's going to be a play fake. Lee looking. Taking a shot deep. And it's going to be caught by Thomas. Touchdown Bulldogs. And now this ball game is a little bit closer. You're going to see the play action pass. They just chucked this thing up in the air. And his man was able to come down with it. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. So 24-21. Time to get this running game going again. Get the ball to Henderson. Henderson, he's going to pick up a gain of about 7. 3rd and 3 now. Campbell got to make a play through the air. And that's not going to get it done. So we're forced to punt, and Mississippi State, they take right back over. 3rd and 11 from the 37 now. Lee looking. Lee throwing, and give me that Yahoo! Zay her. Give me that user interception. My man Graham, the sophomore free safety, gets his hands on the pick, and that basically is going to wrap it up. If we can get a couple of first downs, this game should be over. You're going to check out the replay. You're going to see Graham right there just playing center field. He gets his hands on that football, and now we take over and look at David Carter right up the gut. Picks up a big first down. Move those chains for the Bulls. Now it's 2nd and 14. A little triple option right here with Campbell going to pitch this thing to David Carter. Makes a couple of Bulldogs miss, but he's only going to be able to pick up 4. So it's 3rd and 10. We decide to keep it on the ground. They're going to bring him down, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So we're up by 6, but the Bulldogs still have a chance. If they score a touchdown, they win this ball game, and we go home with another L on the road. We're trying to change that. We're trying to beat some big-time opponents on the road. So Johnson gets the carry, and he goes nowhere. 2nd and 9. They're going to do a draw play. They give it to him again on the ground, and that was 25 seconds ago. 19 seconds ago. They run the ball again. I don't know what is going on, but he picks up a first down, runs a man over, and the clock will stop because they pick up a first down. But there's 5 seconds to go, and they run the ball again. I don't understand that, but hey, I ain't mad. We're going to walk out of here with a 27-21 victory and one of the oddest, one of the strangest endings to a football game that I've ever seen. They did not put the ball in the air at all. They didn't need a field goal. They had to score a touchdown down by 6, but they just refused to put the ball in the air. Johnson, their star running back, was getting off the whole game. They were able to get some big gains on the ground, but how you not put that ball in the air is beyond me. But that's going to wrap this one up. Sorry for me sounding congested and stuffy this whole game. Still trying to get all the way over this illness. But it's time to get back to work. Time to put out some more content for you guys. But we're going to walk up out of here with the victory. We move on the 2-0. In the upcoming video, we're going to be playing USC. And we're going to be playing another opponent, but I forget who that opponent is. But USC is next. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And I'm going to see y'all later. Peace. Hi,